Hi, I'm Celeste Perry. This is Jeff Bolt.
Oh, hi.
This is Augie. Michael O'Brien and Riley.
Hi.
Thank you for being here at coffee with me today.
My pleasure. We've talked about doing this for a while.
So whenever we get together, which is typically on Wednesday nights at the Throckmorton Theater, 142 Throckmorton in Mill Valley, and June 1st is your next session. We're doing improv, and you're the teachers, along with Melissa Jones-Briggs. And it's wonderful, and it's nonstop fun. But I think the thing that people get confused about improv, and people, I've actually been in classes where it's happened, where there's usually one who just wants to be funny the whole time, and that just kills you.
I've apologized many times for that, but it turns out I'm not that funny. So the whole thing's just kind of it's just confusing. Is all it is. We try to simplify the improv, the mystique of showbiz or improvisation. Because I profess that you can't teach it, but you can learn it. And I think, Michael and Melissa and I have come from 3 different schools of improvisation, so it's a great class. Melissa's resume is the Royal Academy in London. And,
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
now I'm
something New York.
Intimidated?
And Michael and I, between the two of us, have 35, 40 years of improv skills and stuff. National Theater of the Deranged,
right,
longest running improv group.
Everybody knows that name. Can you tell me a little more about National Theater of the Deranged? I know about it, but I never saw you folks perform.
It's an improv group. We started in 1980 in San Francisco. It was all based on the news, current events. We did 2 shows a night. We never repeated a scene. It was all based on, as I mentioned, current events. The group was directed by Jim Crana.
Okay.
Former member of the committee.
The committee.
Based on people from the original Compass and out of Chicago and Second City. Old school, from the very origins of improvisation. Now improvisation has become, it's a franchise, and to me, it's not always real improvisation.
Right, and now so much of it is, what you see is, it involves games. And I think people can learn, it's easy to learn how to do improv games, but that to me is different than learning how to improvise. And for me, improvising is Nichols and May, Alan Arkin, it's more relationships and a scene where, something is happening between 2 people, really happening between 2 people, and where they're in the moment, and it's so exciting when it happens.
On the other hand, the other aspect of improv is improvising in your daily life. Michael's talking about it theatrically, but we improvise when we get pulled over by a policeman, or you're negotiating a cranky, clerk at a store, or a rude person standing behind you in line, just because you're in the express lane and maybe you have 30 or 40 items, and you need to think you have to improvise every single waking moment of your life, and so it's great to be able to bring those 2 worlds together and demystify this crazy world of improvisation.
Well, the thing about what you're talking about in your daily life of improv is it's the situations that you want to find some resolution to or move on. Because I now have a little better eye for improv, and I had the habit early on of saying no all the time.
Right.
And I realized, because you kept saying don't say no, and I would do it, and I think that's just part of the way I maneuver sometimes in the world. Can be a little cranky, and so. Argumentative, and so as soon as I let go of that and started saying yes, there was one classic moment this is the thing that turned it around for me in your class, there was a scene with a man and a woman, and there was a piano that happens to be in that room.
Oh, right.
And the woman was sitting down, and I think you said the relationship was, I don't know, I think it was piano teacher.
Piano tuner.
Piano tuner.
Right.
So the fellow walked in and said, I'm here to fix your piano, and he asked her to play, and she said, I don't know how to play. And you said, yes, you do. And she started took hold of that, and it just went in all these different directions. That was the moment that everything changed for me. It's like you just go,
I remember that moment too. Because, well, also there was a piano right there.
Right there.
She didn't have to invent one. It was right there, and that's what I try to do, and Jeff tries to do, and Melissa. Use what's there instead of bringing
and make the other person look good. It's a win-win that way, just like in real life. If you try to make the cranky store clerk happy and make them look good, and if you make the other person look good, it's a great scene. If you say, "I'm here to tune your piano. Would you play me something?" and say, "I don't know how to play it," that kind of kills
It just kills it.
Kills the action.
And you can hear us talking about this, but to see it and experience that, obviously it makes it very real. You go, oh wow, the scene just died.
And it is so much fun when you can apply it to your real life. That idea of solving a problem and saying yes. And
Right.
it doesn't always work out in real life.
Because
but-
if you walk into a store and you just say you're getting some groceries and you're up there and all of a sudden you yell, freeze, another emotion. They're not going to even know what you're talking about, really.
Right.
So in that sense, it doesn't apply to your daily life.
Thank you for that.
But it's been wonderful to watch you grow during the workshop too, and how to see. And basically, it's just you relaxing more when you're doing it. And you're a very relaxed person, but I think
it's because I'm from Hawaii and I have kind of a chill vibe.
Well, you're kind of laid back.
I kind of laid back, but
Yeah.
I'm not that relaxed. Inside, my mind is racing with, oh my God, am I good enough? Are they judging me? What am I doing? I'm so stupid. I can't believe it.
But only because you weren't doing it a lot. But now that you're doing it more,
Well, now that I'm
improvising
saying
more,
yes,
you're
I have
getting
to
so
say.
comfortable.
And I think I'm just a nicer person because of it. So this is
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you were pretty nice before.
Oh, I'm amazing now. I'm like the nicest person on the planet.
You
I will not
on
dispute
graduation day. She did win the nicest person on the planet award during the awards ceremony. So you're right.
And that was for all solar systems, not just our solar system.
I'm intergalactal, I guess.
But people are afraid of improv, and it makes them nervous. And there's this great mystique, like there's some mystery about it.
And I actually
we
think
do demystify it.
I think there is some mystery though to it.
But what do you think that mystery is?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. You don't have
but
an
I mean,
answer
when
for
it
it.
happens,
Yeah.
it is magic. But you can't just rely on hoping that it's going to happen.
It's
But
when the person surrenders to the moment. That's all I
Yes.
can say.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I say yes, I stop worrying about what I'm going to think about or where this is going to go. And the craziest,
You kind of get out of your own way.
Yeah, you and
let
I were
that-
doing a scene recently, and it ended with me putting a cigarette out on, a fake cigarette out on a sheet of paper that you were trying to explain to me. And when I went
Right.
back and thought about it, it's like, I had no idea.
I was your guidance counselor.
Right.
And you were a bad
That's
girl.
really bad.
But see, to me, when I saw you do that and you assume that character, I don't think there was any acting involved. I think somewhere deep down inside, Celeste, you're a very bad girl. It was a scene that suggested was guidance counselor student.
Student, right.
And I was not going to admit you into my college.
Exactly.
Because you're a
So I
bad-
developed an attitude.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about there's the thing, I didn't
Yeah.
think about developing an attitude. It just sort of,
Yeah.
you know what, you kind of brought it out in me. Yeah.
That's funny.
With your uptight guidance counselor act.
magic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But it's fun. It's great therapy.
It is.
There's a $20 drop-in fee
yeah,
that we
it's
charge.
super
It's
reasonable.
no experience necessary. Come as you are. You might like it. You might hate it. Go away if you don't.
And typically there are drinks after, because there are a couple of bars in Mill Valley. So I'm
we
telling
do
you.
a little schmoozing
A little
afterwards.
schmooze, just a little bit.
Yeah. We're
You
good
know,
for the economy.
My husband, who's not in the performing arts at all, came and did a workshop at Fort Mason when you were doing, or you still do a Fort Mason workshop, and he was quite good at it. And I remember, because I'm kind of competitive, thinking, well, what's that about? He doesn't even do this. And it's because he walked in there he really had no expectations at all. It
Nothing
just kind
to
of went
lose.
with it. Yeah. Yeah,
You
where
know-
I felt like, okay, I've got to kind of perform a little bit here.
Maybe it was no expectations.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, is he generally a good listener?
Well, depends on
Okay,
who's talking.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do this. Let's just find out what's happening at home. What is happening at home?
A lot of improvising these days.
Okay, so clearly Celeste is bringing some of her personal problems to the workplace, and maybe we should try to, figure some of these issues out. Would you rather talk about the dogs?
My teachers, my therapists, and master dog trainers, and travel tip advisors, Carl and Carl. Michael O'Brien, Jeff Bolt, thank you for being here.
Augie and
Our
Riley.
pleasure. Thank
Augie
you.
and Riley, baby.
Yeah. Riley, wake
go
up
to
and say hi.
throckmorton.org for more information. I hope to see you at the class.